Stiamo facendo, sei.
Certo.
Okay, looks like everything is recorded. You can lower your microphone, bro, because like it's like this.
If you look,
Yeah, I think the
Jun.
camera has some problem with. Okay, okay. Go, lower, lower.
I'm scared. I don't want to break
Okay,
anything.
okay,
There
that
we
works.
go.
Amazing.
See.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
I know,
I'm
bro.
recording with Jun Quemado.
Ah, bro, it's like we're at home, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like it's incredible.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah.
I missed it. I miss being here, man.
Welcome to SmallTalks.
I'm so
If
excited.
everything works, this may be episode 2 of season 3.
Everything records. I
Yeah,
hope.
we had so many problems. Also, like this time, I
Yeah.
have no idea why.
Yeah,
But we made it.
Yeah, it took like 30 minutes to fix it.
Yes,
Hopefully
we
this
actually
works.
made it. If you want, I can play the opening theme
Yeah.
of SmallTalks.
Play it.
My friend Manu made it.
Manu.
Yep, you know Manu.
Yeah, Manu.
And he made it. So if you want, wait, this may be the song. I hope. Let's go.
I hope
You
so
ready?
too, yeah.
Small talks. 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 Yeah. Small talks. Small talks.
Big explosion.
Right? It's my favorite.
Right. You liar.
Big explosion. Actually, you're right. I don't like big explosions.
Welcome.
Thank you. Welcome to
This is going to be crazy
I
because
know, I
like
feel it's gonna be
me and this guy know each other for like a really long time.
We lived together before.
Yeah, I try to be as professional as possible.
Nope.
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 Okay, I knew it was like this.
No,
but
I
I will.
mean,
I will try
I
to,
will-
to make
I-
something
I
like
probably
nice.
won't try.
Okay, so I have like some question. I will open my amazing phone
See.
and I will open the SmallTalks folder. See.
See.
And-
my tongue smell like this, with my mouth smell like this, with the answer
Because it's small talks?
Small talks, whisper like this.
Okay, I have it.
Okay.
Number 1.
Yes.
Same for everyone. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Jun Quemado. I am from Oceanside, California. I am here in Italy. I am part Italian when I'm here. I'm a dancer, choreographer. I sell cars now, so if you need a car, talk to me. I'm pretty good at it.
Well, most of the people that will watch this will be Italian, so I don't know. Like this.
Yeah, cool. I'm a dancer, choreographer. I've been dancing for over 20 years. I traveled the world to teach dance. Andrea's one of my best friends. And I created, with my friend Myron Martin, a team called Most Wanted, pretty popular. A lot of people from the dance community knew this crew. We did America's Best Dance Crew. I am directing and then also managing a studio called Snowglobe
You're
Perspective.
spoiling the whole episode. Like,
Oh, shoot. You know what? My name is Jun Quemado. I'm a dancer choreographer.
that. This is crazy.
That worked, right?
Okay, I promise
Cut.
we will start with the regular questions.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
that was like just the
So do
beginning.
you want me to give like short answers? Like small answers?
No, it's okay.
Get it? Small talk, small answers? Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun.
Da-doom-tsh. Manu.
So,
See.
first official question. Tell me a little bit how you started and what has been your path to becoming a world-renowned choreographer called all around the globe.
So, I first started as a b-boy. This was back when I was in high school. I believe that was maybe I was like 16, 17.
Okay.
I started as a b-boy. I did breakdancing for about 2 years. And then I did train with one of my teachers. Her name is Teresa Cruz. She helped me because she created a small crew for us. So me and my other 3 friends, excuse me, we had a breakdance crew.
You can talk closer if you want.
We had a breakdance crew.
Yeah.
And then what we
Your
did
French
was-
kissing the microphone.
Right. So I basically started as a b-boy, danced with my first teacher, Teresa Cruz, and then we were doing like some b-boying stuff like here and there, and she introduced us to like more of a little bit of the choreography scene.
Okay.
And I became fascinated with it a little bit. So when we had our crew, it was just 4 of us. We joined a dance team called Urban Effects. That was actually the very first dance team that I
Oh, I
joined.
didn't know about this.
Urban Effects. That was my first dance team, and we joined the team as b-boys. So, as on the team, all we did was like b-boy stuff. So we didn't learn choreography. It was like choreography set, and then there was a section for just b-boys, and it would just be us 4, and then that's it.
So it was like choreography, and then flip, and
It
then
wa-
choreography,
exactly.
choreography.
See, it was just that. So we did that for a year. And then, like, it was fun. Like, it was something completely different. Didn't really know much about choreography. And then progressively moved to another dance team when I first saw this team called Culture Shock San Diego.
Oh.
That's where everything started for me. It was I joined that team as a break dancer as well. And then that was.
Can I ask you to like just because you're just like talking?
Yeah.
Like you can move your microphone like as you
It's
wish.
because I feel like I need to talk to you. And
No,
then not
you can move
you.
your microphone like.
Oh, okay.
And nope.
No, does that work? Is that loud?
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, I mean like just move it like however you want.
Oh, okay, because I'm just doing this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You
What
just
am I-
ba-
what am I supposed to do with my hands?
Just
Hey.
okay. You can move like this.
Okay. Or like this.
No, like the microphone like this.
Like this. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's.
Whoa! I should do this for a living. No, but yeah.
Sorry, culture shock.
Yeah. So it was culture shock. I joined the team as a b-boy as well, and then it was again me and my other friends. They didn't continue. They did a little bit with culture shock, and then I still continued with the team. And that was the time frame when I was just a b-boy on
Okay.
the team. So as a b-boy on Culture Shock, you were required to learn the choreography as well. So it wasn't. We did just our b-boy section, but if you're on the team, b-boys also have to learn choreography.
Okay.
You know, so I was like,
Okay,
okay.
I see.
I learned choreography, and I was like, fuck, I suck. I was like, I sucked at dancing. I suck. I mean, b-boy it was good for me. I wasn't the best, but I had my foundation, and then. We were forced to, I'm going to say forced, but I mean, we had to learn choreography.
Okay.
And then I was like, damn it. And me, I'm a perfectionist, so I need to like make sure I know my shit. So I was like, damn it, you know what? Let me take more classes. So I started taking more dance classes, and then more dance classes. So the level of my breakdancing was like this, and my dancing, as far as choreography, learning choreography was like this. And then it started progressing to do this. Like I fell in love with learning choreography and dancing. And then it was through that time frame when I was on Culture Shock that I was like, dang, I want to dance more. I think the reason why, also like Angie Bunch, she was a mentor. I love you, Angie. She was like, dang, Jun, you're doing great. But when you're dancing, it's a little bit sloppy. I'm like, oh, for real?
So
I was like,
bad.
dang. So that made that, like, I didn't say it hurt me, but it put a fire in my soul. I'm like, okay, you know what? Be clean.
But in a good way, of course.
In a good way,
Yeah.
absolutely. So now, like, for me, that's an exemplar of why my choreography looks clean. Is because I was told,
Oh
like,
my God, yes.
yeah, it's super clean pictures. That's why now it's like, must be clean, because I was told before, like, your dancing is not as clean as it should be. I'm like, oh, well, fine. I'll make it cleaner. Yeah, so
Challenge accepted.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's where like, my first of like, learning choreography came about. And then, as far as making choreography, I was really inspired by this, my good friend Sean Evaristo.
Oh.
Yeah, so Sean, if you guys don't know Sean Evaristo, he's
Yeah,
like a god.
he was on the episode like of last season, and I was so happy to have him.
Really?
I got
That's
emotional.
awesome. That's awesome.
Like,
Yeah, I
it's-
mean, yeah, Sean, he was like, he did something where he did choreography to R&B music, and I'm like, wow, I want to do that. And just his wordplay with everything, and I'm like, that is so amazing. And I was like, I want to replicate that and do the same thing. So there was times when I did, like when I was trying to create my own choreography, I would do the same song that he did. I would
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do some of them. I also I did take some of his moves just to get inspiration.
Your
but
face like.
just get inspiration. But then, I mean, that's where you start, you know? Like, when you first start, like, admiring somebody, you do take their moves, which is completely fine, but don't consistently do it. Like, use it as inspiration, then progressively build your own choreography. And, again, so going into dancing, and then after that, a few years later, so going into, like, so 2003, I believe that's when I joined Culture Shock. And then 2004, 2005, I was still on the team. 2005 is when I started adventuring into making my own choreography.
Okay.
And that's when, around that time frame, is when YouTube started.
Oh.
So when YouTube started, like, I started, my ex-girlfriend at the time, I don't want to name drop anybody. My ex-girlfriend at the time said, why don't you post some of your stuff on YouTube. I was like, no, why would I do that? You know, just do it. I was like, you know, okay, fine. And then I did that. So, okay, also mind you, so when I'm telling you I was inspired by Sean, I've never met him before, right? Never met him before.
Because he was from San Francisco, right?
Yeah, exactly, from the Bay Area. So my ex-girlfriend's like, just put your stuff on YouTube, you know? It's like, nothing's going to hurt you. Might as well just do it.
Yeah.
Cool. So did that, and then all of a sudden, like, I got contacted to do a job overseas. And this is like just like in a nutshell. So this is how like I started progressing like my choreography, and then my first job overseas. I mean, other than like I wouldn't say Canada was my first overseas job because it's connected to the United States.
Okay.
But my first job was in Norway with a guy named Fao.
Oh, okay.
So I was there. I was sent to Norway, and I saw the flyer. And on the flyer was me, an old school amazing choreographer, Jason Wright, almost in the same genre of like how myself and Sean move, and then also me, Jason Wright, and Sean. Evaristo. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
No way.
I was like, I'm gonna fucking do a workshop with him. I was like, no, I don't want. I'm scared. Also, like, that's when the first time I traveled, and I was like, wait, this could be something. Because again, from the very beginning, I didn't think that doing choreography or dancing would be my life. I knew that I loved it, but I didn't think it would take me to like where I am now.
Yeah, of course.
So of course, doing that job, Sean, then met him, and then like had a grand old time. It was so nice. Got to connect with him, and then after that job, like more jobs appeared. Established my style and how I move, all the isolation, all the crazy movement that I did, and that's where everything started to flourish. You know, that's when I started booking.
You
more
remember
jobs.
more or less what year it was?
That would probably be, I think, 2000. Probably 2006.
Oh, like
2007.
oh wow.
Yeah. Because I know
I was
after,
thinking 8, but no, it's
No, because I know
6, yeah.
2008 was when I first joined, when I started becoming a director for Team
Okay,
Millennia.
Team Millennia.
Yeah, so that means, again, so there's like a lot of history behind everything. But when I first started doing choreography and traveling overseas was like a little bit after I left Culture Shock.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
of
you
course,
so much
man.
for sharing.
There's a lot. I mean, I could probably talk about this for like an hour of like how much history, but I don't know if we have that much time. Maybe we do. Moving on. So when I was born, I'm kidding.
Thank you so much for sharing this.
Of course, absolutely.
And I will move on with the second official question. Can you tell me and tell everyone how it is to travel the world and teach so much to so many different cultures and people? I mean, pros and cons.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing, to be honest. And no, it's something that a lot of people that want to be a choreographer strive to travel and teach. It's a beautiful thing, to be honest. I mean, it's a godsend that you're able to create something and then travel somewhere around the world and then put that on other people.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
beautiful. I mean, sometimes it does get a little tiring just because like traveling here and there, time zone changes are the most difficult thing.
Oh my God,
time zone
that's
changes,
crazy, yeah,
and then
yeah.
also if you are like consistently booked, you go from like one country to another country to another country. Which when you're younger, it does feel fun. Like it's great.
Yeah.
But then it does take a toll on your body. Like I said, time zone change. But then, for example, you'll teach a camp maybe for like 2 days, and then like your very last day after you're done teaching, you take a flight. Take a
the
flight
other-
to another country.
Yep, yep.
Same day you'll teach. You'll be there for like
Maybe
one day.
different time zone.
Different time zone.
Yeah.
You'll teach, and then you'll go maybe to another camp, and then you'll teach for a few days. Maybe you have 1 day rest, and then you go to another camp. And also depending if like what you have, or like I mean, one time there was a time that I got sick and it messed up my whole tour. But it's great. I mean, I love traveling. I was able to see the world because of it.
Yeah.
If you have the chance to. I think what I would suggest to anybody, if you have a chance to travel the world through dance, don't be picky about how much you get. Is a big thing. A lot of people, when they travel, they want a lot of money, which makes sense. But if you're starting, don't be greedy. Yeah, a lot of the times when I first started, I barely took any money just because I wanted to travel the world. You know, I wanted to travel and I wanted to share my craft. That should be your first and foremost idea of what you want to do when you're teaching and traveling. Because, I mean, that's what my love was. Because, I mean, I would never think in my wildest dreams that I would travel this much because of dance, you know? And that's why, like, if an organizer said, oh, how much do you want? I'm like, to be honest, I kind of just don't want anything. If you pay for my flight, and again, that's how I am. If you pay for my flight, you're paying for my food, paying for, like, where I'm staying, what more can I ask for, you know? And the getting money on top of teaching is, like, a bonus for me. Which is great, and that's like the best part of everything. I mean, traveling, a majority of things are paid for you, and this is just, I mean, not to like brag about anything, but I mean, if you do your due diligence and you work that hard, you deserve it, you know. Cons is just it's really just tiring on the body. It's very tiring.
Especially probably when it was like during summer doing so many camps.
Exact that, and just I mean, going back and forth. I mean, lucky enough that I lived here at that time. One of the time frames I lived in Italy, so it was easy for me to travel back and forth inside Europe because that's where a lot of the dance camps were. But when I was in the United States, it was like flying to another country, going back, and then going back and forth, and having to organize with like other organizers. Like it's difficult,
no,
you know.
It's crazy.
Like for example, I didn't have a manager back then. I don't. Not that I'm saying it's a bad thing. I didn't want to have a manager because I wanted personal contact with who I was working with. That was the biggest thing for me. Like I want to make sure that I make that personable relationship, whoever I'm working with, so they know, oh, if this person is like this, and if they like me, they'll bring me back. That's always the same thing. Cons about like traveling. I mean, this is like, I wouldn't say it's a con, but it's like a prerequisite to understand that you won't always be booked. Like for example, there'll be a year maybe you're popular, and then you're not.
Of course, yeah.
So you have to face that fact. I mean, I went through that fact as well.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah,
I think
so I mean-
everyone. There is not a single choreographer, dancer, or artist that didn't face this.
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
thing.
So I mean, the cons.
That's how
of
it is.
Yeah,
It
the
is.
cons of it is it's completely up and down of like traveling. I mean, again, like the worst part for me was just having to actually go pack my stuff, like having to find a ride to the airport.
Yeah.
All the passport fees, all the back then, like all the visa fees were crazy. Having to travel in that time frame was very hectic because there were so many restrictions in like different countries. Like traveling at the time when myself was traveling, like even like Keone Mari and Sean, all of them, when we would travel to UK, that would be the scariest place. Traveling to UK or even Canada.
Everyone was saying this, but
And
why?
you know
it
why?
is-
It's because what happened to Keone and Mari one time was UK was very strict about like people working there or like coming into the country.
Okay.
So there was an uproar.
wait,
there was
I
an
remember this
there was an
story.
uproar about choreographers coming to London because they were bringing choreographers to come in to teach. Right. There was one time I think they've asked me before, like it's happened to me too as well. I didn't get kicked out, but they just asked me questions. But I think it was Keone and Mari that they were in London and said, "Oh, what are you guys doing here? Oh, we're here on vacation." And then, "What do you guys do?" We're just like choreographers. You guys aren't teaching?" And then they're like, "Oh, no, we're not teaching." And then whoever was like customs, they turned around their screen and showed them a picture of their flyer. So this is not you about to teach? They're like, "Oh, crap." And then it got sent back.
I think it was. I mean, it was back in the days, and of course, it was a completely different era. But like,
absolutely.
that's something that you have to face anyway.
Yeah.
Like, because back in the days, that how it was. So it was like this. You have to travel, and then you have to.
Exactly. So I think that was at that time frame. That was like the con is having that risk of going to another country and being rejected. That was like the scariest part. But I mean,
And probably it's different for different countries, right? Because
yeah.
everyone has different rules about it.
exactly. And I think what's fortunate for like Americans because our U.S. passport just gives access to a lot of countries. I think especially I remember when I was traveling, I go to different countries. I was so nervous going through customs. So going through customs because like they ask you, "What are you doing here?" And then like I would always plan in my head what I would say. And then when they ask the question, I lose everything. I'm here to see a friend. Oh, where does your friend live? Oh, they live here. You know, when you have to have more confidence when you go through immigration. Because I remember all of that, I was like a little child. I was like, I don't know.
Especially, I mean, like back in the days when you guys started to travel a lot, you were like really young,
Yes. Yeah.
like super young.
Yeah. I'm super old now.
No.
Yeah. No, but it was like in my early 20s. But then at the time frame, like traveling to another country by yourself, and then even for me when I have all my tattoos, like I have this specific tattoo here. So when I traveled overseas and I went to immigration, not a lot of people had tattoos. A lot of people didn't have tattoos, especially in Europe. People didn't like it looked kind of like frowned upon. I don't know why. But I mean, now it's okay. It's like normalized. But now, back then, it was like, do you have a tattoo? It's like, oh, what does this mean? Is it gang related? Who are you? You know, like for
Oh my
example,
God.
like this tattoo looks like a prison tattoo. To be honest, like if you have like hash marks and it looks like a count of something, they're like, what does that mean? I'm like, it means how many countries I've been to. They're like, okay, and they're like, well, I have like a finger tattoo. They're like, what does that mean? I was like, is that a gang? And they're like, and I was like, no. But I mean,
Oh.
that's why like whenever I travel, I don't present myself as a dancer. I kind of dress a little bit more nicer, so it doesn't look like I'm a dancer like teaching somewhere.
I mean, maybe now it's different. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's
Yeah.
completely different. I mean,
Yeah.
that was the scary part for me. But again, like pros, I mean, it's a beautiful thing that you can.
Yeah, you
can learn.
experience so many cultures
Exactly.
and like
Cons is just like it becomes tiring on your body.
Yeah,
When you're
I can
young,
imagine.
you don't feel it, but then later in the years, you feel it.
Okay, thank you. Like you actually mentioned Sean, and you anticipate something that I wanted to talk about. Like first of all, I want to say hi to Sean if he's watching.
Hey, Sean.
And so basically, so this is the question. You were part of like a big part of history in dance community. Can you tell me a bit how it was? Do you feel that you and everybody else were making history in that moment? Like I'm talking about like that moment, you know, like first movement lifestyle. I mean,
Yeah.
there was
The
a lot of
LA style.
yes
era,
the
yeah.
LA style era, and there were. I mean, from our point of view, it was like watching that videos from the first movement lifestyle, and it was like I'm just naming some random people that came into my mind. Like was you, it was Sean, it was I don't know, probably not even Brian at that time. Like it was a little bit after Brian and Ian, and I don't know Lyle, Keone, or who else? Help me. Like
And that just in
Kyle,
that generation. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
you know, there was like that crazy moment that, you know, when you do something and you just do it because it's your passion and you love to do it, you
Yeah.
don't realize what you're doing it.
Esatto, sì,
But
sì.
did you guys, like, I was in that moment, like, that era, the first movement lifestyle era, you guys doing history actually because that is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
do you realize it or it was just, let's just be there and dance together?
I
and-
don't think any of us realized it. I think a lot of us understood that we were riding the wave of like popularity, which is completely fine. But
Yeah.
none of us knew that it would be a pivotal point in the dance community, like as pioneers of like like making a movement of like we can't really call it a style, like a genre of movement that people like to see. You know? No, and none of us realized that. It's not until like years after, like, oh, you help move this type of movement, you know?
Yeah.
Like the isolated movements with R&B and like the smooth. It doesn't have like a name for the style. Back in the day, people called it LA style. The reason they called it LA style is because a lot of us grew up or like taught in LA, so they called it LA style. They had no idea what to call it. We didn't have anything to call it. We definitely didn't want to call it hip hop because we got so much shit for that.
Yeah.
Like when we first started traveling, any organizer didn't know what to call it. They're like,
Yeah, no,
okay,
it's true.
yeah, it's like it's a hip hop class. We're like, no, it's not. It's not really hip hop. I mean, moves can be derived from hip hop. We use hip hop moves that are evolved into the idea of what we're doing, but definitely not hip hop. You know?
Yeah, no.
I know it was a big controversy with like all the old school heads. Was it completely understandable? Shout out. Love you guys. But yeah,
But no, it's true. It's exactly what I'm saying. Like, while you make something new and while you do something that will change a specific part, you know, of art, in this case, dance, you don't realize that you are doing something probably new. So this was basically like, I was thinking that you guys didn't realize that you were making
Yeah.
something like really good. Also because it's not like you guys sit on the table and it's like, okay,
Right,
let's call
exactly.
these things like
yeah,
this.
exactly. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I think it was just we definitely just liked the way we moved, and the majority of it was because a lot of us like to wordplay. It was more of a wordplay thing, especially like when you think of like myself, Brian, Ian, in that time frame,
Yeah.
Sean as well, and then
Yeah.
also like shout out to like Philip Geneza back in the day, other people,
Jafar Smith.
Jafar Smith, KJ Gonzalez.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
God,
many.
so good. But then it
Yeah.
was that time frame. A lot of us were like intricate movement, but then also creating stories with like the lyrics of the song. And then I think people were captivated because when we did like a wordplay that made sense with the song, when you hear the song, again, I always revert to this when me and Brian talk. Our favorite thing is time. Like when they say out, like out of time, it makes sense if you go like out and then like you're done, out of time. And then when people see that and hear that, they're like, oh, that makes so much sense. You
Yeah.
know? So I think that's where that movement where it clicked that, oh, you can listen to the song and you can portray it. It's almost like a mime, like you're miming something.
Yeah,
You know, so I think none of us knew that we were creating this movement. none of us knew that it was going to be a hit or like a timeless thing, but we just like to do that specific movement. I still do it to this day. It's like that's my craft,
amazing.
you know. But again, like none of us knew that it would lead us to this idea of people think, oh, you're a pioneer of this movement. It's like I never knew that, and I never would have thought that. But sometimes when people say it and they give me background stories of like how it progressed, and I'm like, oh, maybe, I guess.
Yeah, probably you just realize after.
Yeah, no, definitely realize after for sure. Because I mean, again, there's like what happens is there's different generations that skip. Like, you know what? That was our generation that loved that movement, and then of course another generation came in, and it became a different thing. And I also know one of the reasons why after our generation there was another different movement is because majority of us weren't teaching in LA anymore. We were teaching overseas. So whoever's back in LA became popular in that time frame, and we weren't even teaching back at home because we were booked and just doing other different jobs. So that's how the other generation came in, which is completely fine with me.
Yeah, no, of
Yeah,
course.
you know, not that everybody forgot the style, but always it's a preference.
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So let's move on. Okay. So stupid. Okay, ABDC, you mentioned it before.
Yeah.
It was a big moment.
Pass. Let's get Pass.
At that time, it was a big moment. Can you tell us a little bit of that experience? Wait, I'm just gonna like do a small introduction because like ABDC was something big at that time.
Yeah,
But
that's
probably
very
there is a lot of young viewers that don't even know what ABDC is. ABDC is America's Best Dance Crew, and it was a very popular TV show in America where all the best crews or so-called best crews in America like were competing, challenging each other. Every week
the
was
same?
an episode.
Yes,
Every week with a different choreography, and always from our point of view, there is outside of America. I don't know what was the, the target in America was the TV show, how it goes. But outside, it really like everyone was waiting to see the new choreos like every week, like, and everyone was talking about like, oh my God, did you see like Most Wanted what they did like with the last choreo? And so it was like a big thing here. So I was from the inside, like I know it's a TV show, but
it's like. Well, you don't realize that majority of these things are like almost like reality TV.
Yeah,
you know?
it
And I
is.
never.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
this is the first time that any of us have been on a TV show. I believe so. The first time that I was on ABDC, depending on like what season you look at, I was on ABDC 3 times.
Team Millennia is the first?
Team Millennia again, and then Most Wanted.
Oh, I didn't know it was 2
So
Team
yeah,
Millennia,
so Jabberwockies won season 1. Team Millennia was accepted to the live audition on season 2.
Okay.
So the live audition is when they do it live, and they had all the teams, and they kicked off 2 of them. We were one of them.
Okay.
So it's the live version, and then you kick off a team, and then you make it to the regular TV show.
Okay.
So we made the live version, but we didn't make it to the ongoing TV show.
Okay, I see.
So people were, I mean, there was like I won't say an uproar, but people were like, why didn't they make it on the TV show? You know, like, people had our backs. And then Team Millennia did season 3 right after.
Okay.
So again, that being said, like when you have a collegiate dance team or like one of these professional dance teams, what we do is we look at themes. You know, we look at themes and like how we can portray our dance even better. So we had in our very first episode in season 2, we were just doing like regular dancing, you know?
Okay.
And then season 3, when we joined, we did a rock theme set.
You talking about Team Millennia still?
Team Millennia,
Okay.
yeah. So we did a rock theme set. So when they saw us do a rock theme set, they assumed that we're doing rock dancing now.
Oh.
But that we're like, no, we're just doing like the idea of
It was
we're doing,
just the concept of the piece.
because we're doing like a rock song, you know. So that's why we use that. So I think that didn't play in our favor.
Okay.
So we were there for an extra 2 episodes, then we got kicked off. So moving forward, so that was season 3, and then there was a 4, 5, 6, and then myself and my friend Myron Martin. This is the time frame when he created World of Dance. Oh wow! It kind of
Shout out to Myron.
Myron Martin, shout out, brother. It's kind of crazy how all of this ties in because you work with World of Dance now.
Yeah.
So a year before, I think we did ABDC, so we did season 7. Year before,
You're talking Most Wanted, right?
Most
No,
Wanted, yes.
okay.
So the other crew, so we did Team Millennia, season 2 and season 3, and then Most Wanted season 7.
Okay.
So that season, the reason why we auditioned, so prior to that, there was World of Dance that was created. World of Dance was created, and then they always have a headliner for the show, right?
Yep.
So the first year that World of Dance is created, Jabberwockies were the headliner.
Okay.
And of course, like I said, Myron made it. So moving forward, Myron always had to have a headliner for like, that's how, almost like how we have like judges and how everyone is.
yeah.
You have a headliner for the show because people want to see them. So me and Myron started talking, and he was like, why do I have to get a headliner crew? Why don't I just make my own?
Yep.
So me and Myron were talking. He's like, okay, what are we going to call this team? And then it's like, who do we want the most? Like, who does the community want the most? And like, Most Wanted.
Yep.
So that's why we created Most Wanted. And then like, hey, who do we want? Like, who's in the community right now that like people want to see? And I was like, Brian. So this is the first one. We had Brian. It was Brian, John Ha, Bam Martin, Ricky, JP Goldstein, Lando. Did I say Lando?
No, you didn't. Lando, yeah.
Lando, myself.
Of course.
So we started with 7 first.
Okay.
We started with 7. It was just us 7. We were doing and then we became the headliners of World of Dance. So
I remember this.
So whenever there was a World of Dance, we would travel to like New York. We did Hawaii. We would be the headliners for the show, so they didn't have to book other choreographers, other teams. They can just book us. So that's what happened with that. So moving along, Myron's like, why don't we just do ABDC?
Okay.
And I was like, might as well. And I was like, should we pick up another person? And that's when we picked up Ian.
I remember this.
So that's when Ian came to the crew, and then we picked him up to do ABDC season 7. And then this is where like we completely understand like how it's a reality TV show and all that. It was, to be honest, it was
Do you remember who won that season?
Electrolytes.
Oh, yeah.
Electrolytes.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No. It's all good. I mean, again, like before you even speak upon like, I mean, at the time frame, we were Most Wanted, so like we were all individual choreographers already.
To be honest, like that was like the crazy thing, like that. Basically, that crew basically like put together all the most like wanted choreographers, that everyone was looking at, like
it wasn't
online and all this stuff. So it was already crazy, and it's crazy how much. Even if Electrolytes won the season, you guys did like it was like the biggest,
Yeah, exactly, and it's because we were still individuals. Yes, we lost competition, but a lot of us after we lost competition, we're like, okay, time to travel. Like we were already booked to do other stuff. So it wasn't a big loss for us. I mean, of course, as far as pride for all of us, it makes sense because we felt like we were supposed to win. But again, push comes to shove, reality TV show. I think the hardest part being on that TV show is because as individuals and as all-stars, everyone has a word to say.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone. It was difficult. I mean, again, those are all my brothers. All my brothers, I loved them to death. It was just hard to like structure a lot of things.
I think one of the speaking after many years, I think one of the problems that Most Wanted may had is like there were too many strong personality, too many strong character inside. So it's always really hard for a crew if they have there was basically 7, 8 strong choreographers. It was so hard.
No, it was because it was when it came down to it, a lot of the decision making, what we had to do, came from myself, Brian, Lando. A lot of people pitched in for a lot of ideas, but the hardest part was oh, we should do this, and then someone would be like, or we do this, or we do this. What about this? So it kept progressing to different ideas, which was hard for us to settle on something, Again, so it was every week we basically had. It was hard because we had to make a set in a week, but then when you say a week, it's not really a week. You have a day off after the TV show. You have a day off, which is Sunday, and then on Monday you get your challenge, and then it's all behind the scenes shots. So you have that. You have for 2 days behind the scenes shots. So you have to get the idea of shooting. Oh, this is our music. Oh, this is our challenge, and then maybe at the end of the night you have a few hours of rehearsal. So you have 2 days of shooting, and then you also have a day of a full day of just rehearsal.
Where did this was shoot?
Where was it shot?
Yeah, LA.
Universal.
Oh, Universal?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't know.
Was it Universal? Yes. No, it was Warner Brothers, the back lot.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Where like it's basically
Okay,
where
okay.
like Friends and all of that was like shot and all those TV shows.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
back lot over there, Warner Brothers.
Oh, okay. Okay, I've been there. Like,
I'm pretty sure
like
you have.
2 years ago, I went
Yes,
to visit,
over
and
there.
amazing.
It was shot there. We were staring at, also because how everything ties in together. ABDC was created by the owners of HHI.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It was also Paul Mitchell, like something was real. Oh, no.
Randy Jackson.
Oh, Randy Jackson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Randy
yeah.
Jackson presents like ABDC, and then Howard, shout out
Yep.
Howard, Karen. They were the ones that created the majority of the TV show.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it's like there's so many things connected like in
Yeah.
the history. But then,
Yeah.
again, felt like a reality TV show. Difficult part was like getting us all together to commit to one thing. But also the hardest part is because we just really wanted to dance, you know?
Yep.
In a reality TV show, especially for dance, like tricks are what the audience
Wants.
sees
Yeah,
and
yeah,
wants. You
yeah,
know what
sure,
I mean?
of course,
Sometimes,
yeah.
like especially for all of our choreography that we had
Yep.
very intricate choreography. So if you don't know the song, if you don't know like the intricacy of how we attack like a song or like lyrics, some of the movements will just go past your head.
Yeah.
So that's why we had people that were on the show that helped us. Tabitha Napoleon, shout out, love you guys. Also Rosario that was there helping us. It was just hard because production want, oh, you guys should do this. And we're like, no. We just wanted to dance. But then
basically, it's the same thing that like if you do 10 minutes like choreography, super crazy, people were clapping. But if 1 second there is one backflip, everyone goes like
crazy. Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's
and
the
that's
same
like, I mean,
thing.
that's also hard because in our dance community, we know what the dancing and the
Yeah.
like the equivalent of like what's really good or not. But then of course, I love all dancing, whatever it may be. I think just like the level of understanding for people that are supposed to be voting for you are people that don't know you and that are not in the dance community.
Yeah,
so
of course.
we have to attract them to vote for us, you know?
Yeah. It makes complete sense, of
Absolutely.
course, because that's a TV show. It's not just for the dancers.
Yeah.
But still, it's kind of sad, of course.
Yeah,
I
of course.
understand. And thank you so much for talking about
yeah.
World of Dance.
Yeah.
Because my next question
Yeah.
was related to World of Dance, how you guys started everything. So thank you so much for already
course.
talking about that, about Myron, about
Yeah.
shout out to
Those
Dave
are all,
also.
Those are all family, yeah. Dave,
And-
Myron, that's all family.
And it's incredible how I became an organizer after
Yeah, I
many
know.
years, like you said. Like it's
I'm just connecting everybody. No,
like
kidding.
it's incredible, like really. And okay, question about creative process, because I really like this kind of question.
Yeah.
And I really like how every single guest in the show tell me different things.
Yeah.
And can you tell me a little bit about your creative process when you choreograph or do any show?
Yeah, so I mean, creative process, I think it depends on what I'm focusing to do. Just because also it's hard because I've been doing choreography for so long. It's
Yeah.
such an easy process for me now. I think from the very beginning, what I usually do I think the hardest part for any choreographer, I feel this, I mean, every choreographer would say this, is picking a damn song.
Yep, that's the
hardest,
biggest,
hardest thing for any choreographer to do is pick a song.
Oh my God, so true.
It's pick a song. That takes, again, for me, if I don't know from the beginning,
Yep.
it takes 30 minutes. 30 minutes
Yeah,
to
yeah,
pick a
yeah.
song. Also in that time frame, I'm not trying to pick the most popular song because I'm not that type of person. I mean, yes, popular songs are very good, but I like to work with artists that are more unknown and that has a musical rhythm that I like.
Yep.
So again, process-wise, picking the song takes forever. For me to decide the song, I have to judge on is the beat catchy for me? Does it have a certain tempo? Lyrics, are these lyrics that I can play with? And does the musicality of the song that I'm about to approach make sense to me that I can portray to my students?
Yep.
So there's a big process of how I pick the song. That takes 30 to 40 minutes, to be honest. Or it could take a day. But
Yep.
so doing that, so then as into starting, before I start creating, I just start playing the song and I just listen to it over and over and over and over. And then I dissect what I'm going to attack. So a lot of things, I'll listen to the lyrics, and then what my process is I first just visualize everything that I want to do. Because I've been doing it so long, I can literally close my eyes. Okay, I want to do this. I want to do this. Okay, I have almost like a small blueprint of what I want to see.
Okay.
I usually attack the beats first. I will always attack beats first because that's where I pick of how I want to emulate my moves. Because I do isolations and like I like to do like hitting the basses and snares, I want to make sure that's more evident than majority of the lyrics, to be honest. So now that I know what my beats and my hi-hats and my snares and my counts are, I'll start to layer what I want my choreography to look like. So for example, if my rhythm is boom tss, cat, boom tss, cat, right? So 1 and a 2. Give me like a sentence. Like give me like 4 words.
We are talking. That's 3 words actually.
So yeah, we are talking, right? So
Yep.
this is 1 and a 2. So I would start with a 1 because it's guaranteed it's a bass.
Yep.
1 and then will be like a tss,
Yep.
and then 2. So my counts are like we are talking, right? So that's 1 and a 2.
Yep.
So I would do something like we, and then I go are, and then I would go like talking or something like that.
Yep,
So
okay.
that would be like my idea. So like my understanding is like 1 and a 2, 1 and a, and then maybe depending on that snare, it could be 1 and a 2, and I like to hit the snare off like ka, and then close.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
The,
So
the
that's
reverb of the
exactly.
of the
So
snare, yeah.
so we are talking doon tss, ka, doon tss, ka. And that's
Yep.
that's how I would get my choreography.
Yeah.
So that's easy. For example, that was like like less than a minute for me to think of.
Yeah.
But then
one of the craziest thing for me that's I always like knowing you, I always knew it was so natural to you to do it, and it's insane. Like even if I you know what I teach, I teach technology for dancers, and then I teach them how to count technology. Sorry, I teach them how to count music and listen to music and stuff. Like I'm always amazed. Even like you just finished teaching class in the studio, and I'm always amazed of how like easily you can move through different layer between beat and maybe take an instrument and then go to voice and then back to the beat, and then you have so many different layers of instruments and voice and stuff, and you move so easy with your body in between all these layers, and I think this is one of your strongest skills. And it's crazy how easy you can do it. Like that's insane to me.
Yeah, and I think so. For example, when the way that I explained to you, I said, "Give me lyrics."
Yep.
And I said, "I know the count 1 and a 2." Another process that I used to do before, I think maybe people might have seen this on Steezy. When I traveled before, I'd always have a notebook of choreography. So, for example, what I would always do is if I needed to choreograph, like sometimes you do a camp, you have to teach like 16 classes, which is a lot.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I would make choreography on the airplane. What I would do is I'd take my notebook, I would figure out the song that I'm doing, and I would write out each 8 count of lyric. 8 counts.
My God.
So for the first 8 count, you said what? We are talking. We are talking in small talks, right? So that could be 1 and a 2. That could be 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4. We are talking in small talks. Just you and me.
Okay, you just maybe you count basically.
So I would write the first 8 count. So for example, there was that 4 count and then the 8 count, right? Before I even start listening to the beat, I would listen to the lyrics, and then on that, I would have a space. So it'd be lyrics right here, and then a space, and then lyrics right here.
Yep.
What I would do is I would write out and formulate what do I want to see the choreography to look like.
Oh my God.
So if I say we, I would circle we, and I would do one of those brainstorming. I would go we, and then like little dots. Okay, we. How do you do that? Arms open. We. We is like arms out to chest. Like we. So
this is crazy.
I would brainstorm every word and everything, and break everything down, and then I would take I do this we, and then R, and then whenever I want for R, I'll pick this bubble, and this bubble.
So basically, it's like a music score sheet, but like choreography.
Yeah, exactly. It's that, and
That's
it's like
crazy.
it's almost just brainstorming everything on a piece of paper, and doing that helps choreography helps the choreograph so quickly.
Wow.
So I mean, if you have the idea of what it wants to look like, that's why it's easy for me to do lyrical play, because I just lyrical play everything on a piece of paper, and then I'll get up, listen to the music, and make the movements attached to the music where it's supposed to be at.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing this.
You're
like
welcome.
I was like, I was really curious about
Yeah,
this.
I mean,
and
it's now because I've been doing it so long. It just happened so quickly in my head.
This is crazy. This is amazing. Let's move on. I have something like cool question for you.
Ooh.
Okay, how has your idea of success changed during the years?
My ideas of success, is it in dance or in life?
Both.
Dance. In dance, my success in dance is being able to watch the students that I have grow and be proud of themselves. Is my success in dance. That means I've helped somebody else's journey to become better at their craft. Because I mean, that's what the biggest thing for me when I wanted. I wanted to become better at my craft. I am coaching like 2 other dance teams and helping other students. And then for me, that's such a big payoff now, because not that I don't want to travel, I love cultivating what I have near me.
Okay.
So that's the biggest
Si,
payoff
si, si,
in
si.
dance. In life now, I did start a new job. I'm a car salesman.
Okay.
And I think as a dancer, it's hard for us to find something that we can fall back on.
Okay.
Because of course, we want to dance for the rest of our lives, but in reality, it's not possible. I mean, you can be in the realm of dance always.
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
think,
yeah.
and I think I will. I'll be in the realm of dance, but then again, like the hardest thing for dancers is like healthcare. Your dental insurance is the hardest thing for dancers.
Yep.
So I'm getting
Your body.
Your body.
Taking care of your body.
It is your temple. So if you don't have the right equipment to take care of your body, you're going to falter.
Yeah.
And again, for example, like dancers can make a good amount of money. Absolutely. But when you go to the doctor, you're going to get that full amount bill.
Yeah.
Full amount, and that's like
Yeah.
thousands of dollars. If you have insurance, especially that's provided by a company that you work for, they take it out of your check, but then you have that insurance, so you whatever you do, you can fall back on that.
Yep.
And that's the security that I know I need.
Also, it makes me think about like, since I'm Italian, and like I'm thinking about like a parallelism with soccer.
Yeah.
Like basically, even soccer or football, like
Yeah.
and dancing, like it's something that really stress your body, and it's
Absolutely.
something that you can do like for a short, time frame in your life. But the difference is that in football or in soccer, like the amount of money that you gain in that small time frame, you can use for like 3 lives.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
exactly.
for dancers, even if you are getting a lot of money, usually, I mean, I'm not talking about everyone. Like there is like small person that can gain. I mean, not even close to the money that football player get.
of course.
Like gain, but still, can get good money. But it's still not enough, like to say, okay, 30 years old, 4 years old, that's it. I'm gonna like just live the rest of my life with all the money that I gain. Like
It's impossible. You can't retire on it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not like-
some people could. I mean, if they're great at saving money and not spending anything. But I mean, dancers. Dancers love items. We love everything. Like we like as soon as you get money, you buy whatever you
Yep.
like. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I did that too. I mean, what? I got paid this much? Louis Vuitton. Thank you. It was that bad. It
Yeah.
was that bad. And like, I mean, it was wasting money. But then of course, you want to reward yourself for something. And
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
and,
no,
it, and
no,
it happened.
it's-
But then this is where coming along to the older age, making the better decisions for your life.
I really hope that one day people will understand how stressful is dancing for the body.
Oh yeah.
And like how much is important for dancers, for choreographers, for everyone that works in the dance industry to gain money, because
Yeah.
you cannot do this for the rest of your
Absolutely.
life. So
Absolutely.
that time frame, you have to gain money for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and take care of your bodies. It's crazy because I'm fairly old, and right now I'm seeing people that are like in their 20s or in their like early 20s, maybe like not even 20, and their back is like, oh, my back is hurting so much. I'm like, how? You're so young. Like, what are you doing
Yeah.
to not take care of it? I mean, as a dancer.
I mean, we used to go in the room like without even stretching or anything. Like,
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure, but like,
I think I did that today. I think I did, to be honest. Well, I did teach earlier today, so I was a little bit warm, but that was like hours before. But yeah.
okay, I'm moving on because we
This is
are
it.
like pretty like going
Oh,
like
damn.
also
Yeah.
like a lot.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Yes.
this is funny.
Okay.
When you are, because I know,
Ah.
when you are not dancing, who's Jun? like hobbies,
Oh my
passions, and this kind
God,
of
who
stuff?
is me?
Like, because I think, like, sorry, like one of the most interesting thing is like knowing people outside the dance.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about small talks.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely,
I like
absolutely.
to ask people, like, they are all already, I mean, just known for dance. Like, who are them, like,
Yeah.
outside the room?
And I think it's funny because not a lot of people know exactly who I am, just because like of my stature. And then, for example, like when I'm at the other studio, like I'm a director, so I'm a hard ass. But in reality, I'm a fucking nerd. I am a nerd.
Yep.
I am. You know that I'm a nerd. I don't watch any TV show other than anime. I only watch anime. I love anime. I collect Pokemon cards. I have a lot of Pokemon cards.
That's amazing.
My character is very just like out. It really is outgoing. If you can catch me if you can. No, if you can catch exactly. If you can catch me like outside of the studio and just like being myself and having fun, it's like it's kind of rare, you know. Like I especially if I'm with like other people that don't know who I am, I will keep that leadership role to make sure everyone's taken care of. But I'm a goofball. I'm a goofball. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I like I say the weirdest stuff. Like anything that comes to my head, I usually say it if it's weird or if it's dumb or anything else. But yeah, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. I'm very passionate about like some random again Pokemon, anime. Me and Andrea we watch anime all the time.
Yep.
And like I can suggest you any anime you want. To be honest, I mean I love talking. I talk anime with Clay from Steezy. I talk anime with a lot of people. When people get surprised, they're like, "You watch anime?" I was like, "Yes, I bleed anime. I bleed anime." But yeah, that's little things. I mean.
I think like we were talking about. I don't remember who it was. James. I mean, someone like how. I mean, also Irma. You know Irma.
Sí.
You know Luca.
Sí, sí.
We were talking about how much like how a big impact as things around dance in our life. The impact that this thing has on dance in
Yeah.
our life, like watching anime or like watching for example Irma was saying I'm going to watch live concert like to get inspiration
Yeah,
for
yeah,
what
absolutely.
I do, or Luca was saying for me even just sitting in the park and watching two old people like
Yeah, it's just very
holding hands and walking, or just watching an anime, like
Yeah.
how all these things inspires you and feed you like for
Absolutely.
your dance creativity.
And I think it does, and I think just anime in general for me just is just very inspiring, especially for the protagonist. Whoever they are, they fight through every difficult situation
Yep.
that's thrown to their face, and then they do it with a smile. You know what I mean? So it's like I can do that too. It's very motivating. I suggest you guys watch anime. Like I mean, anything. There'll be like a moral of the story, but then it's very like heartfelt. Yeah.
I totally, you know, I
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
agree.
I
you know.
cry more at animes than any other thing.
Last question. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, like I wanted to like move a little bit on how it is like nowadays with everything, no, you know, social networks and everything, and how you see like, you know, dance is now related to all these, you know, videos, social
Yeah.
networks and stuff like. How do you think about like how do you see the future of dance? Like, do you think it's a pro? Do you think it's not good? Like that it's so linked to social networks and videos. Like, what do you think
Are
about?
you talking
all-
about like maybe like the influencers that use dance to become like?
No, in general, like even like regular dancers, like back in the days when you started to dance, probably your dream was to become like a famous choreographer and travel the world, but you were just like doing dance because you love dance. Like,
Yeah, okay, so I see.
I have the feeling like that lately, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm just feeling like it's just a thought that lately, like a lot of dancers, like are more focused on getting
clout.
likes, getting
See, I think-
follows and stuff instead of okay, I want to become a choreographer, like, and I want to become famous no matter what.
Yeah, I think it's a back and forth because I mean a lot of people just in the dance community want to be known and like want to be seen and want to create choreography and be that character. I think it's 50-50. You know, I
Yeah,
think it's-
me too. I
Because
mean,
you have
yeah.
people that like are in the dance community that really just want to dance and like be good at dancing.
Yep.
And then some people that are just fortunate to be discovered because they're just dancing and making choreography. A lot of other 50% is striving to do exactly that, getting the likes, doing all the posts, making them the extra time to like edit videos. For me, to be honest, like I'm like social media is like my last thing that I look at now. You know, I mean, I do see because I mean, I personally I have to post like my classes, otherwise people won't go.
Yep.
I'm lazy to do that, to be honest. Like, I mean, if you want to take my class, you know where I'm teaching.
Yes.
And that's just my pride talking because like in reality, if you're gonna be a dancer, you do have to promote yourself. Makes
I don't
sense.
think there is nothing bad in promoting yourself
yeah,
with
it's
social
just also
networks.
I'm just lazy.
I think no, I mean I think as long as that doesn't become like the main thing,
Yeah.
and dance the secondary thing,
Yeah.
like it's okay. But
Yeah.
if that becomes the main thing, like promoting and posting videos is the main thing and dancing is the second, that may be a problem.
I
Probably.
think, and I agree because what the biggest issue for a lot of people now, they're striving so much upon what society says to them. It will hurt you, like internally.
Yep.
Because for example, if you strive for likes and comments, you're going to get haters.
Of course,
You're going to get haters, and a lot of
always.
people can't handle society. Especially this generation is very sensitive. Very sensitive. In my years when I was younger, I got my ass beat. Yeah, I had the craziest punishments. I mean, and I love that I had these punishments because it set me straight. Nowadays, people are just like sensitive. They wanna do all these pranks, but they're not ready for the consequences. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wanna have this lifestyle, but you're not ready for the backlash.
Yep.
You know, you
I
have
see.
to prepare yourself for that. That's my understanding. Like, I mean, if you want to be that person looking for likes and like comments, be ready for the negative part. You know. So I mean, again, so there's people that do go into that influencer or that idea, that genre. No harm against them.
No,
If that's
no,
what
not at
exactly,
all.
yeah. If they want to go through that, absolutely. But there's a lot of people that still want to train, and I still see it, you know, because I still teach at other studios, so I still see people that want to train. To be honest, I don't see enough people wanting to just train. I don't see that often anymore. Because before it was always that. Now it is more leaning towards what do you like, what do you want to like, what do you feel like your only classes that you'll benefit from. For example, like I want to be in this class because I want to be in this video.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
of course.
we all know this,
I
you know?
think that LA, especially LA lately,
Yeah.
is going like in this direction with not all the studios,
Yeah,
not
no,
at
of
all.
course.
But there are some studios that are going in this, video directions that like I actually don't like.
Yeah,
to
no,
be
of course. I
honest,
mean,
like-
it's one of those things that
I mean, if you do a video because it's great to have a video and it's great that nowadays we have phones and we can do videos, high quality videos, and we
Yeah.
can rewatch ourselves and
Uh-huh.
stuff. But if that's the main thing that you look at, probably
Yeah, no, I agree. Because, for example, like back in the day when people say, "Oh, I'm gonna dance on behind that like or in front of that Millennium Red Wall," you know, even like playground, people say, "Oh, I want to dance in front of that playground like sign," you know,
Yeah.
which is completely fine. I mean,
even movement, people want to
yeah,
dance
exactly.
in front of movement.
In front of those signs.
Yeah,
like, I mean,
of course.
it's like one of those things that people strive to do. But then it's I don't mind if they want that. That's good. But then as long as you're doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah, no,
You know?
that's exactly.
And it's
what
and I
I'm
think it's
thinking
just find the right reason of why you're doing something. You know.
Yep.
And it has to be and it has to be like clear conscience from my heart now to understand that. But I mean, like if you want to be a dancer and train, be a dancer and train. Like people want, and I think this is like what I've said before since the very beginning when I first started dancing. Whenever you want to progress in something, take the necessary steps. Unless you're a genius, don't skip. You know, for example, as a dancer, if you want to be a choreographer, be a dancer first. There's been so many times when you'll have an amazing choreographer, but they can't take a class. You know what I mean? Like that's also one of our biggest fears as choreographers. If you travel around the world, like I love taking class. So I also know if I take class, I'm at risk to have to do a solo or dance with like the choreographer
Yeah.
or in a small group.
And
You-
everyone is looking at
and
you.
everyone's looking at you. So you better believe that you can dance your ass off and know the choreography. That's just given, you know? But then nowadays, everyone's like, I want to be a creator and I want to do this. But then, yes, you can dance your own style, but where is your foundation of dance, you know?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Yeah. And I was like, this is the last thing that I want to mention. Like, I had Silvia, that is one of the greatest like contemporary choreographer in Italy.
Yeah.
Marti.
Oh, she said, yeah. Oh, I love her.
And it was so funny because like she said something like, now everyone says, "Oh, I want to do my dance. I want to do my dance." And she was like, "What is your dance? Like, if you don't dance for at least 20 years, like, you have no dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, just study and train and
Exactly. And I think
everything,
that's-
and then after you will develop your
Yeah.
dance. But
That-
you are
that's-
20 years old. Like, you have no dance. Like,
yeah, and like I agree with that. I mean, like you have to go through the necessary steps and like learn your
I mean,
foundation.
unless, of course, there are like exceptions.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's
Absolutely.
it's called exceptions because it's not ordinary.
Yeah,
like not everyone
exactly.
has not this kind of
yeah,
skill.
it's not like every person can do it.
Yes.
You know?
Okay. Anyway, I just want to thank you so much. Like
Certo, amigo.
we went over 1 hour talking. Of
Wow.
course. Like
If you guys didn't know before, I was like complaining. I was like, an hour of talking? He's like, bro, you won't even understand. It goes by so fast.
Yeah.
And it did.
yeah, and I jumped so many questions. I promise. Like
Really?
yeah.
I would. I mean, if we can go longer, but I mean, I don't know if that's. No, but we have to go eat. You're right. You're fine, man. Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for being here
of course,
in Italy
bro.
and in SmallTalks finally.
I know. Yeah.
And
We'll see you later.
closing theme.
Yep.
You ready?
Yep. Play it.